Welcome to my home gallery. So the gallery happened a little bit here or there because I have so many paintings that it requires to keep on redoing those galleries. So I figured the best is to invite you home and to show you my personal gallery. And first of all, thank you for many questions that you had about art. And even though I think I am talking about it, apparently not everything is so clear, or it's just hard to go through thousands of videos and find the playlist about runes. What are they? What is the magic? What is magical art? Why abstracts? What are the bind runes? What's the meaning of amulets? How is it differentiating between amulets and talismans? So I'm going to tell you a little bit of that, and I wish I can tell you everything just in a one simple video, precise and short, but I'm not that great. So we'll see what the best will happen today and how much I can offer you that information. And show you my personal gallery. My walls are pretty full. As you can say, that's only part of that, and I already have another video when I'm showing you only one of my walls. How does it look like? So today, if you're ready for it, stay with me. You are going to see more. Your eyes will see things that hopefully will inspire you. And you may experience something more just from seeing those images. And this is not what was intended by me. It is actually what people who have those paintings at home in a form of digital art are telling me. They are experiencing visions, dreams, and we check together that information. So they also write me about it. Yes, I'm not going to tell you everything because you would have to spend with me a lifetime. You know, to paint all that is sitting basically for long hours, minimum 5 hours, and you have this thin brush and making it precise as much as you can. And of course, I never intended to even to be a painter. I am actually more like a artist, dancer, teacher, channeler, and tarot reader. So what I do on regular basis is decoding energy and actually making people have those visions during the sessions, so they also experience hearing from the ancestors, seeing the ancestors. What is required, probably just a little bit of my guidance and presence, so they can do it on their own and they can progress and decode those harmful patterns that is occurring to all of us, because all of us are born in the society where everything was implemented. So usually 95% of our thoughts and feelings are not even ours. So this kind of art, it has a little bit of a history, how it started with me, how I got messages from Odin, from sort of a god of Vikings, but actually a wise man who received a certain set of runes, 24 plus the mystery of God, the rune 25th, and the runes came to me deciding they want to be painted, and they had their own stories. I was also checked in the dreams if I'm worthy of it. I don't know if I'm worthy or not, but I had this sudden urge to paint and to give them a colors, and also started to educate myself in not only in the visions and dreams, but also the certain books started to appear and telling me about runic magic, how they were done by Vikings. And is it safe? Some of you are asking, is it safe? No, absolutely not. It's not safe. But my art is designed actually to bring out the best of you and bring you the best circumstances in your life. However, it requires your intention and the right kind of activation of that painting. So as you see, those are runes, bind runes, and script. I will show you later what is the difference when I take you on the journey. Please stay with me and you will see more, I promise. And how do they work and how to set your intention. Just a quick note, because many would like to have this differentiation. Although you find those videos in my playlist and every rune is described, also how to cast a spell, how to cast a rune, how to draw it. Everything is my playlist on the main channel, and please, if you are interested, you can go there and you will find out you can do it on your own. Just please be a little bit cautious. So the main difference between amulets and talismans. Talismans is something that draws to you all the best, and you benefit from the frequency and the qualities that you are visualizing, and you have the image. So your subconscious mind instantly knows that, for example, this image is for love, which actually it is. And then, of course, brings you connected with the friendly for your eye colors. So it works also as a color therapy, frequency and circumstances that you are naturally responding to love, offering love, emanating love, and you starting to live and vibrate in the quality of love. So this is how works, considering if you use it as a talisman. Amulets, on the other side, works as a protection. So if you, both runes can be amulet or it can be talisman. It depends again on your intention and how you are going to activate it. What you are going to put in it, that's going to be your result. So the amulet, it is mainly for protecting your space, protecting your project. So if you use this one again as an amulet, this time it will be in a form of protecting your love, protecting the quality of love. And of course, you have to know the deeper meaning behind the bind runes. You can also do the bind runes, is several runes together, not in a script written one after another, but is combined in one symbol, just like here. So you have a lot of runes here, but also bind runes combined in mosaica, more like that. So it has more functions. So you create the image of it that encompasses everything what you would like to have, experience in your life, achieve, and so on, so on. So bind rune is something that you combine together. You gotta be careful with it, how to do that. Of course, I was experimenting a lot. And I was also experimenting on myself. So when I painted a particular bind rune, I was watching how does it work in my life, what happened. And here with your intention, this is where you have to be careful. Because, for example, I was very much fixated of having a publisher, international publisher. And yes, I painted a bind rune for it, and that happened. But I also didn't take into account many other factors. For example, I had no idea that this rune represents, this bind rune represents love, but is not meant for relationships. So it's more like love within yourself, outside, and experience and living in a vibration of love. And this one particular here is a bind rune created by me, but also with protective the circle around is also with the Viking typical signs for protection. So here inside you have a bind rune for lasting relationship, and this is also how you can activate and deactivate. So if you have an idea that this is your lasting relationship and you're activating by putting a picture of yourself and your partner, and you decide one day, or something will happen, or whatever you decide that maybe this relationship filled its purpose, you can also deactivate. So you're good. that is a positive way of using those symbols. So basically, this, I hope it's clear now, this is magic art. And of course, I didn't want to do it. Who would like to spend so much time sitting in one place and keep on painting it? But that's the thing. It's like in relationship, you do not choose with whom you are falling in love with. You do not choose art. The art chooses you. I know plenty of artists. I know also people who want to become an artist and they cannot, because it is actually a grace. It is a calling that is from within. And when it is happening to you, sometimes it's like a relationship, love and hate at the same time, because you love to bring it about to the world. But also the process of bringing it is not gracious sometimes. It takes quite being in your solitude and listen to those subtle signals from the universe, disconnecting completely from the world. So no social media, no phone calls, nothing like that. And I could not be bothered by anything. So, well, the word can try, but of course, once I'm painting, I am completely gone to another dimension, to another world. So I told you a little bit of the stories, what is going on with some of the paintings, how people who have them at home, the paintings are actually revealing them some information. They start to dream about it, even those who never dreamed before. But that's how it is. So basically, anyone who encountered a little bit of whether through the session or being around me or even communicating with me on a regular basis, these people start to dream. I do not force it. I do not create it. I actually have nothing to do with it. This is what is happening to me all my life. So I have vivid dreams. I have lucid dreaming. Sporadically, I have moments when I leave my body, when I walk and do astral traveling, also not on purpose. Not particularly that I really want to do that, but it is just a process when I am taught specific things, whether I want to or not. So these things are choosing you, but your thing is to educate yourself. Otherwise, you have only one way, that would be psychiatric hospital. So if you don't want that, of course, those of you who have a specific calling, some difficulties considering art, how you go about it, please educate yourself, and please pass my words to those who actually have had similar situation when they were flooded by images, dreams, portion of information, any other artistic tools, and they did not know what to do about it. Okay, so I think it's time to show you a little bit of my gallery. And of course, I will totally appreciate if you can comment under this video, pass this message to anyone who could benefit from it. Also, for those who would like to have the image of my painting, it's available in the store, joannapilatowicz.com, in the form of digital art in a high resolution. You can have it bigger than actually here. You can see this is 50 on 50 centimeters, the squares. And there are 40, 30, and I stopped to sell original art for many reasons. So basically now my art is all over the world in different countries, but you cannot see it anymore. So definitely more people can see it, view it, and have it at home if it's just available digitally. The few number of paintings, original art, I still can sell, and I care that it goes in the right hands, to the right home, to the right people, to the right souls. And how we gonna do it? If you like a specific image, you just write me about it to my email address. So let's start. So here it is for the better view. That's the room, binge room for the love, and this a little bit closer, this one you have for relationship. I I won't tell you exactly what is the basic story. This is to manage your anger or someone else's anger, because basically you would have to spend with me lifetime, and I truly do not recommend that because I'm pretty intense. That's the winning without a fight. This is to follow your own unique path in life. If I would have to describe you every specific rune and bindrune connected in that bindrune right here, we would spend another 10 minutes. It's so rich. Every painting has own history. This was the one mostly popular and famous according to those who have it at home, that it came to them, and they have no idea that once I painted it, this creature came to me free and thanked me for giving him freedom and just flew away. And apparently now is visiting other people. Sorry, these are my just flowers. And this one encompasses personal courage, magnetic toward the goal you want to achieve in your life, and so many things. Basically, you have everything right here: happiness, great communication. This is combination of far more bindrunes than only one. Let's go to the top. So these paintings were with me in Los Angeles, traveling with me through Sedona on my author meetings and assisting me there. This is for the protection on the left, and on the right you have to solving conflicts, and here is another one. So those three, they can go in good hands. If you like any of those, let me know about it. That original art can go. This one took me so much effort, you can imagine. I'm making an effort now to show you this as precisely as I can. This is also for the protection, typical rune, but also for the power, also masculine power. And this is the cup of wealth. And here you have also bindrunes for the happiness and drawing good deeds from your work. This one is a typical astro protection, and so it is one for the protection. Let's continue. That's the rune Isa, that's supposed to freeze any sickness, situation you don't want, anything you are dealing with. This is a singular one rune only. This is not a bindrune. And since I created a bit of set of cards, this is Teresa's Thorn, also single rune, but hidden right here. This will be to print. I didn't find a printer that would create a deck of cards, but if you do, let me know about it, because there is also a number of research you gotta do for that. That's to send harmful doings back to the enemy that sends you the black magic, bad spells. Hagala's also single rune, and Sovillo, double, tripled actually by me, because doubled maybe has some bad connotation, we know, by home. And I will go a little bit faster now because I have really so many. This one is for the business. This one is to accomplish, again, many things depending on your intention. Self-confidence, that will be that one. Another one to create a project in your life that you really want to, with a bit deep protection of it, and follow your destiny, actually create your destiny and do it to your full potentials. This one, good results also in the court, winning without a fight, and so on. Now I have to change another wall. Those are painted, actually serving me to my shelf. These are painted on the paper, and these also you can take a look, because I'm not sure if they are in the gallery. And let's continue. That's another one for artists, especially creative fulfillment. And this one helps with everyday task that every one of us has to fulfill, so it goes smoothly in a harmonious cross. Cross, it has nothing to do with the Christian cross. It's rather a symbol of combining heaven, earth, and also polarization in a perfect harmony. This is for your own home, to create the sense of your ancestors and rooting somewhere, even if it's within your heart, so you always have that sense. The goddess of silence, that also came to have at least 17 of secrets, but this is actually on my YouTube channel. You can hear about that, about how she was teaching me about the power of silence, which obviously I'm not so good in it because I like to talk a lot. This one is for everything, all your creative projects, anything you want to accomplish in life. This one traveled with me for the inspiration to Barcelona and back. I was taking this one with, although it was pretty big, 40-50 centimeters. This one is inspired by the great story in Barcelona, how the darkness can possess someone for eternity and keep it in a depth for quite a long time. That's gonna be in my book, described fully. This is for professional fulfilling of your tasks, so doing everything with the inner fire, power, professionally, with the way you want it to come about. Also burn negative energies and transform them into power of wisdom and ever knowing. So that I also is not random there. Another one for relationships. This is actually a subtle relationship that is going harmoniously, smoothly, and is also well protected, and it's eternal and it's lasting. And this one is like a sacred marriage. For the growth, that's my cute one. This one is not for sale, of course, except the digital art. I have no idea how much time I spent on it, but these were long hours, making it absolutely perfect, as much as perfect something can be in the world where nothing really is. I normally do not paint creatures, animals, and so on, but as I said, the art chooses you, and that horse, more of unicorn, was following me everywhere until I had to paint it, and then they just gave me a break. So if something nags you, don't brush it off. I learned that from my art. Just listen what they want from you, do it, and they will give you a break. This one also is my personal for now. This is not for sale, original one, but you can get it also as a digital art. It's a deep protection of your endeavors, and of course you have to set intention. What do you want with that bindrun? The rule of growth, with fire, with protection by the inner fire within you. And that's my first I ever painted on a canva. That was my first one ever. All right, here I have for the lucid dreaming and good night's sleep. This one was a spell basically placed by Vikings under the pillow. And now we are in my corridor. Psychic seeing forward and strengthening your psychic abilities, as well as this one also, but in a different design, and combining heaven and earth. So whether you take it personal, the heaven comes down to you, fulfilling you, and the earth comes up to you to fulfilling your solar plexus. It's up to you how to use that one. And a few personal, of course, for the typical protection. This one also to fulfill your project, the dancing room and the wheel of not also fortune, but it's like a rider and dance and being creative in your world with your endeavors. And again, I do not paint those, but sometimes every now and then it happens to me too. When it was and a talking, of course, image combined with the rune of algae and the mystery of God. And this one also is for artistic projects. One more here for the health. There will be this one. And this one represents the telomeres and wisdom of them and creating for the personal health more. Another one, Sevilla, winning without a fight. And of course, the Star of Protection, releasing from the bindings, especially reincarnation. And of course, the room for love. Also, you have to set an intention how it's supposed to be in your life. Now you have on the right answers for the communication, on the left for the health, Beorg and Obercano. It depends how you call it because the runes have many names. This on the right I painted when I landed in Holland for my immigration and I needed a land that was safe and fulfilling. And this one is in the form of ink, protective rune of ink, and that happened. On the left side, this rune, Bindrun actually, created for me a contract I wanted to have, but you have to be precise how you use it. And here you have on the right typical protection, and on the left also protection of with some more adding by me Bindruns for that protection. Let's continue with the protection. So these ones, if someone would like to have original art, this one can go in a very, very good hands, as much as those for the contract, and relationship and partnership and friendship on the left side. Power of the inspiration. I showed you the one on the right. So the power of inspiration and also fulfilling on so many levels can go only to the right hands because this one is pretty powerful. So you gotta be careful. Amulet of happiness and birthday wishes on the right side, and Shrivatsa for everything, beauty, youth, and qualities, higher qualities in your life that you want to experience. These have to go only to the good hands. Destiny on the left. Be creator of your destiny. Lead your destiny. Don't let it be led by it. And power of growth with winning without a fight. Here are a number of Bindruns hidden in this image. And again, on the left one, you have also combination of different images. It supposed to bring about in a light form, so not rapid transformation. Some runes and Bindruns can bring you rapid transformation that is not so pleasant, but here on the left it's supposed to happen with light and love. On the right side, the eye that is seeing everything around, so it's the use for the protection but also bringing you wealth and happiness. Let's continue. This one is a typical Bindrun Vikings, but is filled inside with my personal one, created by me for the deep transformation of the most drastic symptoms that you can carry within yourself. So it's transformed into beauty. This one is for the power, especially for male power, and this one is a rune, Urus, for the health, stamina, but also filled with other Bindruns inside. Another one for the inspiration, the real, to fulfill the task, everyday life, and achieve your goals. It's supposed to be on the other way around. It's actually horizontal one, but it works all over. This is the protection one, and here I apparently have no space, but you have another bindron for fulfilling your task and having the right kind of outcome also in the protective way. So all of your tasks are well protected. Here you have also to winning without a fight, but also achieving your goals with optimism and a higher quality. This personal one, that creature is filled with bindrons, also created exactly to bring your intention about. And if you see this one, these are numbers of runes connected for a different thing, but basically it's the knowledge and wisdom that brings you all the qualities desired in your life. Another one like that is similar here. Sorry for that image on it. That does not belong together, of course. And here is the transformation of death. I called it she, and it's a very protective one. And here, of course, is the room that helps you to deal with everyday task. I have a number of art that belong not to me. This is not my art. This is Glenn T. Randolph. And some people call it, these are demons. And since I like these kind of demons, you can use it as well. And if you like the image of his art, also please write to me. And Glenn is an amazing artist that paints something so deep. Basically, those creatures, I can hear them. I can hear exactly what they are stand about for. And what messages they have. They are pretty powerful, as you can see. And if you would like to use it in a magical way, please be very, very cautious. And welcome in my kitchen. This one is a powerful bindron created for the health, for also, it depends how you are going to choose, but it's supposed to add to your health. This one is for your own house. This one is for the success in the chosen area of your life. This is to flow in the life, being an essence of flowing freely. So this one, typical one for health, is this one. It's just a different design. This one was, and this one also can go to the good hands. It was meant for the protection. However, some people reported to me it worked to deal with their depression. It's just that they became very optimistic. Of course, this is what they say. This is, I cannot say they heal, of course, because we are on the social media. This one is a gift of love. So this one is also applied for anyone who would like to have a relationship. And I hope that corner will be seen. This is for the health, typical for the health one. And this one is designed for a deep magic that is combining light and the darkness. So be cautious with that one. It's supposed to bring you good things. And here you have everything in one package with personal magnetism, wealth, and fulfilling your projects. And here usually the rune Yeran is used for a project that takes more or less 1 year. All right, so that was my gallery, and more of the paintings are on the paper, and here I will show you how single runes are looking like. Fejo, Urus, that's also Urus, Turisas, Ansus, and this one were my second set of cards, Gerbo, Hagalas, Naudis as well. Isa, you had one of those on the wall, and Isa again and again. Isa is just in different forms, and of course you can see different qualities connected with a different coloring. Yeran, fulfilling your projects within 1 year. Eifas, also Eifas, and Pertro, Peorg. the one that is creating your destiny or you directed. Sovillo, winning without a fight, also Sovillo, and Turizas, Tir. Turizas was the third one. This is 17 one. It's to fulfill your goals, but here you gotta have a sacrifice, so be careful with this one. Also Tir one more time, and Bercano. Bercano is a female room, and it's for new projects with coming to full fruition. This one is also for the healing, but also Bercano. A fast partnership, friendship, communication, and also the same. Lagos, deep love, but also internal healing. Every rune is actually have the connotation with the health, with the relationship, how you find yourself in the world, within your career, your life mission. So it a lot depends on your personal intention. This one is for the protection also, and also Otala for the house. And here number of horizontal runes. I have so many. Raido and Kenas. Hagalas. Hagalas, be cautious, very cautious how you use that one, because it leads first to strengthening the symptoms so it can transform. So it's like a sudden fever, so the body can deal with the sickness. Lagus, eternal love, deep, deep love. When I paint, sometimes I made a sketch of exactly what I'm seeing, what let's say they want me to do. Of course, this one is not painted, but that was a gift by someone. This is Sovillo. Dagas, very, very good rune, also magical one, this way. And this one is supposed to go like that. For the wealth, it's a double fejo. It's a bean drone. This one is also bean drone for the love. Yeah, this is not supposed to happen, but it happened. And that also not supposed to happen, but it did. Here you have a protection, communication, and a new project. So when you're starting something, it's recommended to combine not so many bean drones if you do it for the first time, but like use 3 or 2. Maximum use 5. Of course, I am not limited with that number, as they say, but more how you work, you have also in my book, When Runes Happen to You. It's on Amazon. You can also have a PDF, and you have here described with the direction and how to apply them on the direction in your home, and what is responsible, what color you can use when you do it yourself, and exactly what kind of a person you can draw when you are using for the divination, and so on, so on. But here you don't have it, how to cast a spell. This you have explained on my YouTube channel if you go to the playlist, talismans, amulets, runes. And if you like, of course, this calendar for 2026 is already online, and you can see it is also having when you have full moon and new moon, because there's the most powerful time you can create. For every month you have a sentence that you can use as a new coding that you can provide for this particular month, and use it wisely, because it's general enough so you can actually add your own things, and a little bit space to fill it in. What I say goodbye to, what I welcome, and how it shall be. So if you use it right, I'm also looking forward to hear from you when you are going to have your fulfilled wishes. And one last time thing, when I was doing lectures in the Netherlands, this information you also find on my website, how the runes looking really like. You can have it here. What this magic is really used for. So what is that called for? But it's also a secret. It's also an alphabet, divination magic, and of course people were writing in it. So a lot of those things, I have quite a lot of different solution how you can actually use runes. So it is my hope that I introduce you to runes and paintings and what you can actually do with them. And I managed in 40 minutes. Oh my God. But I knew it's not going to be possible within 10. And some of you who know me already, I could tell you more things. But to be more precise, please let me know. What would you like to hear about more? What you are interested in? And I really, really welcome those comments. If you like a private session with me, write me to joanna.pilatowicz@gmail.com. If you like workshops or you would like to invite me to your group to give a lecture or a workshop, also write to my email address. And those interested in getting my paintings, digital art is on the online store when you go, and you can also, if you don't have PayPal, you can also write me and I will send you by email the chosen image of the painting. And if you like original art, you please just take a screenshot from the one you saw and send me the screenshot so we know which one is mostly interesting for you, so we can talk about it and you can learn more what that image precisely can do for you. Yeah, and I think this is it. If I forgot probably thousands of things to tell you still, I will do so next time. But also I welcome your helpful questions and your complaints, because according to that, these are actually inspiration for me to be more and more precise about my work and about what I'm bringing to the world. And some of you, I heard when I worked with you, you were saying like, oh, Joanna, I also do so many things. We cannot do so many things because we don't do anything properly. Well, that's nonsense. You just have to be Joanna. Of course, I'm joking. It is a lot of work, but the most important in life is to figure out what you are here for. Long time ago, I actually learned in a very, very hard way, because I was given it for free. And I was doing sessions for free. I was helping everyone for free. And yes, I landed in a very bad position. So to avoid that, I also invite you to my books, Oracle series and Akasha and Dancing on the Edge. And this is not in a preaching form, but more like a story, fantasy story, and more like an inspiration and lessons, life lessons that are shown more, not to be preached, like don't do this, don't do that. It's just shown in the main character what can happen if you go certain particular ways in your life, what can await you, and how one thing leads to another. And when in your dreams your intuitive mind is telling you, but you do not believe yourself. So that was my story. If you have someone in your life like that, please pass them those videos, information, or my website, and let your path be a little bit easier than mine, or actually a lot more than mine. You don't have to go through immigrations, and you don't have to go through all these drastic times like me. And if now, from this perspective of time, I can say something about all of these experiences, I would say that I did my best to put it in the most beautiful art that can happen in my life, and making sure that others can benefit from it. So no, nothing with me is wasted. And if you have that approach in life, I'm sure you're gonna create your own beauty. So stay well, stay inspired, stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, and make sure you hit that bell so you get notifications, actually to my free channels if you like, to my Flow Freely, and to my main channel, Joanna Pilatowicz. I see you there, see you around, maybe I see you in reality. Bye bye for now.